thanks for inviting me to speak about the one of the intelligence advanced endoscopy, cholangioscopy. A brief history about how did it start and what is coming. So in 1970s, first reported mother and daughter, mother and baby. 1976, mother and daughter. 2007, first generation SpyGlass. All that are fragile instruments, poor imaging quality, difficult to access, and needs two endoscopists. So the booming or the actual start was 2015, SpyGlass digital visualizing system, single operator cholangioscopy by Boston Scientific. We are working with that type nowadays. So characteristics of this SpyGlass DS direct visualization system, it is 4 times improved resolution with high pixel camera, field of view increased by 60%, single use, smoother access channel, no need for focus or white balanced, single connection, the diameter of the scope is 3.3 millimeter and the channel is 1.3 millimeter. So importantly, the accessories. So as you see in the photos on the left hand corner, so this is the scope wrapped around the ERCP with 2 knobs up and down and right and left, connected and plugged into the machine of the SpyGlass. And the last photo at the bottom of the page is the otolith, which is having electrical spark 50 to 90 volt, 15 pulses per second, and moderate power settings. So this is the average to keep stone crushing by using bipolar flexible 1.9 French fiber probe of electrohydraulic performance. Another type of stone crushing using the laser probe, same has been used with in urology, but a little bit taller or longer than that has been used in urology. So the SpyBites, which is used in tissue sampling or tissue biopsies. So the original one started to be in practice in 2007, and recently and very recently the Max 1 2020. So the difference, as you've seen, is both photos. So the Max type has no SpyBite in the middle and with fenestrations on both sides and with serrations or serrated both sides. So this makes doubling the size of the tissue sampling and easy accessibility in case of sampling difficult location of the lesion. But the jaw for both forceps are open to 4.1 millimeter diameter. So a new innovations 2019 is the basket and the snare. The basket can capture the stones after crushing of the big one into smaller one, 3 to 10 millimeter. It's 15 millimeter diameter and 8 wires. And the snare for removal of any impact stents or foreign bodies in the biliary system, it is 9 millimeter and 2 wires. So this is a layout of SpyGlass innovations, the prospectives. So as we said before, the history 1970, and in case of 2020, so more accessories in the upcoming years in the intelligence advanced endoscopy. So as you all know, the indications, major indications, difficulty stone crushing. I mean, it crushed difficult stones and indeterminate biliary structure biopsy diagnosis. So this is another big list of other indications. So no much time to speak about everyone individually, but it's a big list. And in the coming few years, we will see more indications for SpyGlass. So a very recent, published by us, a novel approach using cholangioscope, DS bite forceps in removing the migrated common bile duct stent. It's a case report that denoting, or I meant that the indications of using accessories is will be increasing in the next few years. Video is very important for this. So I choose this video for our case series, SpyGlass. I call it SpyGlass biliary journey. Go the biliary system as a beginner to see where are you in exactly, and to for what's called mapping of the biliary system, and to compare your location by visualizing the scope, and same time by looking at the fluoroscopy, spy scope photos. So for more or for better orientation of the lesion and better orientation for the biliary system. So as you see here, now we are in the right biliary system. You see multiple openings, which means that you are in a segment and subsegmental biliary branches. So and you get out a little bit by bit. You will see much more bigger openings. So you are going down till you reach the hilar biliary branches, or hilar opening strand and drift biliary branches. You are coming out now. You see you are in this site exactly, and below this big openings or large openings, you will see that you are in the hepatic biliary ducts, and below, in this case, really you have a lesion below the hilar, immediately below the hilar at the hepatic biliary duct. So you will see irregularities of the mucosa and hydremic mucosa in comparison to what we have seen proximally in the biliary system. So now you know the difference between normal and abnormal, and at the same time you need to be centralized as much as you can, which is, I consider, is the most difficult step in using the SpyGlass technique. So much, as much as you can, you need to be centralized, and you inject saline for more clearance of the photos. So this regulative of the lesion, and we're getting out now. You can see now the cystic duct and the common bile duct before getting out into the channel of ERC. Finally, we conclude that SpyGlass DS is and one of intelligence advanced endoscopy technology. More novel SpyGlass accessories are expected. More indications will be coming in the next few years. More training and less expense are needed for more training and more experience in case of cholangioscopy.